All right, what's good, everyone? We got a chart session. It is September 5th, fresh out of Labor Day. I'm going to go over DXY real quick, what we have happening there, indexes, and then we'll follow up with tell you follow some forex pairs, gold, whatnot. What are you looking at? DXY double topped nicely, threw a nice wick to knock everybody out. That was an early coming back down. We just want to see this continue to break the structure, create you a nice lower high, down to a lower low, and continue. US 30, we had the double bottom support being held, which is fantastic. Currently in buys, if you were paying attention. Today came fresh out the gate. I mean, you could have gotten in at any point during the consolidation through your stop loss, and we won't be seeing any problems. And first TP point will be 31,675 on the low tip. If you plan on holding, just make sure you put your stop loss at break even. Nas was the same thing. SPX I dropped in there. We rocking and rolling. Ethereum, we got stopped out if you were in, but if you were prepared, you paid attention and waited for the retest of the support area and just bought and made your losses back. Don't make it complicated. I think that's all I got. So Tay, the floor is yours, good sir.
Like he was just discussing about XPS 500 US 30. We drew this channel yesterday saying that's gonna come to the bottom, which is what it did on a weekly. So daily formed this little very strong indecisive candle here, right off of our channel that we formed yesterday. We talked about it, saying I think it's gonna come to this level here. It just reverse off of here, come back up. So that's what XPS is doing right now. Yesterday it closed in, was it closed positive, but not enough, but just enough to know give that indecisiveness to move for. So this would be a pretty strong candle, especially with DXY on the death trail right now. Gold, kind of the same situation. We know if DXY is going down and the dollar is getting weaker, then we know that gold will go up. We're expecting this to come up, but the thing is, what I'm waiting for gold is for it to break this channel, because like I said before, these form a lot of these heavy channels. So I drew this line today from basically here, the next lower high, the next lower high, which would be this candle that's forming right now off the daily. And we wanted to stay keeping coming down because we still have some more room for it to grow. Not enough, but enough for it to matter, because it always comes back to this blue line. That's why that blue line is there. Blue line, blue line, blue line. Blue line, blue line. So it's been here a bunch of times. We're expecting to come back here again. So we want this to come down, but if it breaks out this shadow, then we know that it's gonna form a new high, and then we should see some correction, or we should see the reversal to come out of here. So it should reverse, so it'll come up. It's the ideal of it. I'll probably delete this because I'm still wanting to go down, but idea should be to breaks the channel, comes back and retest the channel area, does that, and then buy and go up. So that's the ideal of this whole channel here that we have here. Once it breaks above here, we know that's gonna form something newer, and then we'll watch it retest and come back up. So that's the idea. Like I said, I'm still expecting this to come down. It all depends on what's gonna happen right here when it breaks this level that we're looking at. What else are we looking at? UJ, same thing. We're still trying to cut this come down, but yesterday's candle did not give us what we wanted. It gave a very strong candle going up for the daily. So this might just be keep going up. So we might just be SOL on this one for a minute to find out where the next place is going to go. So the next question is that where can they be going, since it's not going to where we want it to go? We had this initial line here. The next strong level is here. This is here, 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 here. And that's about it. It's the strongest we have on a daily. So we could draw another line here, change the color of it to, like, I guess, the prayer zone. We'll just put it here. So let me draw it today. And then We'll see if this is where it's gonna actually come to. So I draw a little box here, to be like, is this where it's going now? Cause it broke to this other one. Cause initially that's what we wanted to go to. We wanted to retrace off of here to come back up to this spot. But it looks like it might just go straight there regardless of the fact that we wanted to happen originally, which is very annoying. So if you were in this initial buy, I guess you're still making money, unless you got out when you got to this level, the reversal, but everything else is looking pretty similar. So like I said, we're just gonna watch it, UJ form. I think tomorrow should be the candle we're looking for to give us what we want. So if this drops down, then we should like, okay, it's coming back into the level that we want to. And this might just form a head and shoulders for us and then come down. GA is a wrap. And EU's came down, hit that bottom that we talked about yesterday, that 9906 wicked it. This is the candle from yesterday, and today is forming up. So like I said, I still got this one coming up for EU. But nothing too special. Same thing again, US 30, like we drew out yesterday. So come up, and that's exactly what it did. Wicked it here, it's coming up through here. So should be a good week for everything we're looking for. Nothing too crazy. And then the last one, GN. GN trying to come up out of here, it's just forming a new high. So if you never got to GN, this would be the time to get that sale that you're looking for. This line matters, but doesn't matter for what we're doing right now. So let's get rid of this one. Wow, I deleted a line today. I feel very weak. So like again, before it came up here, reverse off of here, I'm expecting to come up here again, reverse off of here. So that's what we want. And we're still waiting to come back down to this level. So if you're looking for the entry, it'll be off of this line. But still trying to get it to come here. And that's the big thing here. So that's your entry back into this one if you never got into GN. Remember, GN moves quickly though. So if it starts pushing out of this line and comes up here, you might just be out of it because GN is very volatile. It doesn't care what you're trying to do. It makes it set of movements real quickly. So we can see on the lower time frame exactly what's going on. Yeah, it's just sitting in that channel. It's looking pretty nice. That's all we need to look at. No need to look at the 1 hour. And your XRP looks like it's about to come up, and NJ we talked about yesterday was still going up. So that's what we had yesterday. Gave this a really strong wick, and it's going up again today on this candle. So everything's to be watched with. It had a strong movement down. I don't know how many pips this was, but I know probably somebody was happy and then somebody's really mad. About 50 pips down, and it came right back up. So almost 50 pips came down and then stopped here. And then now it's pushing really strong up out of this one. So like I said, I think this is still going up. I have this going up to a certain level. If I can show you the level, Oop, I got to come up to a 94.05, and that was from a while ago. That was from 82. So a lot of strong movements moving. A lot of things are moving. These just take time. Remember, this is looking on a daily, weekly, monthly. So daily, weekly, monthly, all that stuff takes time. This whole movement we were watching since this is the 1st of August, over a month ago. So everything is dragging. Well, this is how we like it though, because we can see the small movements that happen in a day. And as we saw this one candle here, that's 50 pips. The 50 pip candle in that wick was for the yesterday. So we're not moving slowly. We're making money. It's just, it looks slow because we're just looking at one candle a day to make that decision what we want to do. So those are the moves we're looking at. This one right here for the reversal, I think it's coming down. So this is pretty strong for the beginning, for it to come straight down and finish out. So like I said, this might have just been a wake up to probably come to this line and come back down, but that's still a lot for to be trying to do that for. But that's all I have. Make sure you're strong and accountable for your trades. Oh, I got one more. Somebody for Mac B. Yeah, CAD JPY. I looked at it yesterday for him, and I put on here that Mac B is selling for head and shoulders. It looks like you might lose your head and shoulders pattern for this one. That's what it's like as forming. So on your daily, you're giving you this head and shoulders. It's about to break that head. And once it breaks that head, it's no longer head and shoulders. And when you form a head and shoulders too, we're not taking a trade at the tip of the head and shoulders. You're taking it on the neckline. So if this was gonna be a head and shoulders, wait for this to break down here, come back here, retest the neckline and then drop. We don't take this shoulder here because stuff like this happens now. If I took the shoulder yesterday at this level that he said, then I would have been in a negative right now, but to break this high or this neckline. But that's the only thing that's like good about it is that if I did take this, I'm not risking too much, just what else? Almost 100 pips. So if you can't handle 100 pips, then maybe it's not the trade for you. But risking that for him to potentially try to make if you stop bouncing around. Even catches the necklines 450. If we caught it all the way down, so I'm assuming he's coming down to here on almost 850. So, and then the third one would be almost 1500. So all these movements that we're looking at, and remember, this is not gonna be a slow, say, this is not a slow process happening here. None of these are slow. All these things will be pretty quick. I mean, all these are gonna be really slow, not quick, since we're on a daily. So this is not a good, I gave a thumbs up yesterday because it looked like it might have formed what you're looking for, but once it broke above today and continued up, it might break this neck this high, then it's now it's looking like it might not, but we'll see. You still could be right. This is not a trade to get out of if you're already into it. Stand on your ground. I'm just another individual here looking at the same thing you're looking at.
Yeah, I wanna definitely add to that.
What's up?
Give me a second, I can pull up mine. When he's walking through, just to walk through CAD JPY real quick. Overall, from a monthly time frame, you're looking at a giant double bottom on both sides of this thing and currently breaking the neckline. So there's definitely no reason after breaking this area would I look to sell until we reach another point of resistance to test this neckline. That's off top from the monthly time frame, and this is why you want to do a top-down analysis. So as you get down to the lower time frames and you're counter trending, for what reason? Right? Is it required for you to counter trend right now? No, I wouldn't. I mean, it's pushing heavy. We barely
Yeah,
stopped.
very heavy upwards, yeah. And it blew right through there. So we saw
Yeah.
the trade yesterday, looked at, that's why I asked you questions yesterday. If you're watching this later on, that's why I asked the questions like, what are you seeing?
Right.
I'm just curious what you're seeing. I wasn't gonna step on your progress or anything like that, but it's
No,
just,
but we want to review just so early on so we can just catch these things. Maybe you were in that smaller time frame mindset and you didn't come back to look at the higher time frame, so you stay in line with the trend at all times. You don't want to go against, what's already happening. That's, we're here to make money, not play with the idea. It's doing what it's doing. So you can just see off rip, it just finished retesting this support level, right? So again, another reason for me to not sell. I have more signs that coincide with me finding a buy,
yes,
right? We just finished the week with a strong push up, and we can already see it just came off the retracement of this candle and it's pushing to break. So another reason off the weekly, when you do your top-down analysis on Sundays, this is what you're looking for. Engulfings, retracement, continue. Don't make it difficult. We can see it's breaking this resistance. And just stay in line. You don't want to play within all of this mess. You're gonna get burned. You're gonna get burned. I don't even know when I marked this up. But I mean, you got a whole double bottom. Oh, this is from last week and it knocked me out and then went. So,
and it just right to where you wanted to.
exactly where I wanted it to.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
Yeah, it happens though. We learn from it. This is what we're here for. This is why y'all want to pull up, so you can get your charts reviewed. We can see what's going on and help you for your next trading. Work. Tay, you got anything else?
I do not.
All right. I ain't seen any other charts. Y'all slacking, except Byron's. So let's step it up, y'all. All right, bro.
All right, later.
Later.